Right. Hi, everyone. This is Sarah Minardi from Saunders and Associates here in the Hamptons. And I'm so happy to have brought us all together to meet with my good friend, Stephanie Unter, who is a fashion stylist extraordinaire. Stephanie, hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Stephanie has had a really popular blog for about 10 years. It's NY Fashion Hunter. She has been a fashion stylist and editor for as long as she's been in fashion, which is forever. And anyway, it's been her career, her entire life. So I thought it'd be really fun, since Stephanie and I have known each other, to have her come in, because she's been helping people organize their closets in this time of COVID-19, where we can't leave our houses. Why should our fashion suffer just because we can't get out and see other people? So Stephanie's going to give us her tips and her expertise on how best to give yourself that positive feeling when it comes to your clothes and your closet, and that these days, because believe me, we all need it. We all need something uplifting in these trying times. And what a better way for us to get together. So I'll leave it up to Stephanie right now to talk. Everybody's on mute at the moment, and if you want to ask a question, just you type it in somewhere or raise your hand. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and then we can unmute and answer those questions as we go. So Stephanie, I'll hand it over to you.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
So the first thing I want to go over is that this is a really hard time, and my business is like getting dressed every day and looking my best and feeling my best. And it's really hard to not put on makeup and see the same sweatpants and see the same thing that I own all the time. And it's, there are days that I feel like I don't want to, see anyone, and I don't want to, look at myself. But the reality is that we're in this time, which is really, really rare, and it's hopefully never going to happen again. So we should embrace this time and kind of enjoy, our food, our family, and also our closets. So, the first thing that I say when I go to someone's house is what is the feeling that you get when you walk into your closet? Do you have a sense of peace, or do you have a sense of, I don't know what to wear, I hate my wardrobe, I feel like I hate everything I own, it's chaos? And since we're living in a time of chaos, I feel like it's such a good time to just assess and reevaluate your space. So that could be, your kitchen, your living room, your dining room, anything that you're in all the time. So that's how I wanted to start this out, is to say that, this should be kind of like a haven that you're going to go to. And even if you're throwing on your favorite loungewear and your chic sets or your sweater for your Zoom meeting, you still want to have a sense of peace. So that's something that I wanted to instill in everybody today, because we don't have that right now. So everyone just imagine going into your closet, even if you're not physically doing it, and what's the immediate reaction that you have. So think about that, and, think about if it's peaceful and you can grab something and wear it with gusto and with happiness, and you're psyched to go to work or a meeting or to the kitchen, then you're all set. But I would say 99% of us don't have that feeling. We just look into our closet, we're like, oh, that's ripped, that's ragged, I hate it, it doesn't fit me, I have nothing to wear. So that's where I wanted to start. And just FYI, I did share a Google Doc, which is in the chat group. So if everybody wants to kind of follow along, I'm going to share some how to start, and then tips on what I suggest. And they're all in the chat group now. And of course, everybody can put questions in the chat group. So first, I would say when you're in your closet, when you go into that closet and you have, you know, all your stuff there, and you're like, I don't know what to do first. I don't know where to start. It's huge. It's, you know, it's too much. I would say just make it a goal and take out, like, you know, five pieces from your closet, you know, the first 5 things you see, and hold it up and ask yourself, or even throw it on the floor and hold it up to yourself and say, do you like this? You know, is this something that you like? And hopefully the answer is yes. And can you come up with like 5 outfits that you would wear with that piece? So it could be a white shirt. It could be a great sweater. It could be an evening top that you've worn and you liked. So that's the first thing. You know, do you like it? And can you come up with outfits that you can wear it with? And there are special pieces that I have. That's a separate category that I don't like. I love and I don't always wear. So I can't always come up with 5 outfits with a piece, but you definitely love it and want to keep it and you wear it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's yes. So that's the first thing. You have a yes. You know, this is yes. So that's a keeper. And if not, and if it's something that you haven't worn, you don't like it, it's, you know, it doesn't fit you, it's no longer valid, or, you know, it doesn't make sense, then you put it aside. And then I'm going to share with you on the next slide what you do once you put it aside and you assess it later. But basically come up with, you know, things that you can wear it with. So if it's a sweater, can you wear it with jeans, with, you know, a skirt? Can you go to work? Can you go out to dinner? And the answer is probably yes. But if you need, you know, suggestions for what to wear, I create outfits for people, even like on templates. And I do that online. So I share like a top and like 5 bottoms that you can wear with that top, including shoes, a bag, and it literally creates a whole other look, which people don't always know, that you can have so many looks with that one item. So step 2, once you've decided it's worth keeping, I try to organize my closet into categories. So it's on the floor. I have my, you know, my stuff is out, and then I'll decide if I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it back strategically. I'm going to put it back in, when I walk into my closet, these are the things that I love and I'm going to grab first. So it could be your favorite color. Like I love ivory and I love neutrals now. So that's what's front and center in my closet. You'll see my whites and my tans and my beige and my brown. That's my color and that's what I'm gravitating to right now. So I will organize that just by what I wear first and what I love. And it's all by those colors, kind of like a rainbow. So I like to start with really light and muted color, and then I go towards, you know, darker colors. So I would say light to dark is how I like style people's closets. And then I style them for daytime, office wear, casual wear, evening wear, and date night. So I'll actually have like ivory t-shirts going, you know, white t-shirts going into ivory t-shirts, and then it goes towards like maybe a half sleeve or a nut, you know, it will move towards not necessarily heavier, but in a way, a fabric like my work shirts, and it will go to like, you know, shirts with ruffles or bows, but, you know, something that's more special. And then I will move towards that same color ivory and maybe like an evening top that would silk, and I only wear it in the evenings, but it's the same color. So that's basically what I tell people. It's just try to organize it in some fashion, and that's the way that I like to organize my closet. So that's the second thing.
Wait, do you have a lot of clothes?
I do have a lot of clothes, and I do go through them, I would say, once every 2 months. And I'll decide right there and then, have I worn it? over the past 2 months, because sweater season is only, 6 months or 8 months, depending on where you live. But if I haven't worn that sweater in 2 months, there's a good chance that I'm probably not going to wear it. So I'll take it out and be like, I'm going to try to wear it today, and I'm going to see if I like it. And if I end up throwing it on, I'm like, I don't like it, then I'll decide that I don't want to wear it anymore. So, we really probably don't need that much items, that many items in our wardrobe. We just think we do. Like I go into my closet and I'm like, I don't need 20 beige sweaters. Like no camel, nobody does. So, at some point you have to just get let go and get rid of it. So that's another step. That's kind of more of an emotional feeling. Like I really like 20 camel sweaters. This is a different weight. This is a different cable. This is a different neck. This is a different sleeve. I get it, but are you wearing them? That's really what it comes down to. But yes, I do have clothes and I do edit them. So as far as type, I also edit it as far as type. So sleeveless, short sleeve, and long sleeve, like I was saying. So my whites are, my t-shirts are here, and then they go towards like a quarter sleeve and then a longer sleeve. And they basically go from lighter wear to a little bit heavier. What I mean by that is like sleeve, or, maybe it has a little mock neck, depending on the season. And I do have 2 closets, so it's not fair. But if you don't have 2 closets, you're going to have to do it by lightweight and dark, medium weight and then heavier weight items in the same closet. And as far as knits, I don't hang up my sweaters, and I don't think anybody should, but that's just because I like to take care of them. So I fold my knits and I keep them in a closet. And there is a way to fold your knits. I mean, I follow Marie Kondo, whatever, and I do her knit thing, but that's also because I'm, Virgo anal person. But you don't have to. You could just, fold them neatly so they all kind of stack up together and they don't fall over, because I don't know, my knits all fall over. But if you stack them a certain way, which I can demonstrate, they don't. And then you can see them, and they're right there in front of your eyes by color. So I have an example on that slide too, where I threw my sweaters on the floor, and they're not organized. Okay, that's basically an unorganized pile that I was trying to go through. That's kind of what I want everybody to do. Pants, I do the same thing with pants. So I wear jeans a lot. So I'll go take my jeans, and I like to hang my jeans. Some people like to fold their jeans. Some people like to fold over their jeans. It really depends, and there's no right or wrong. But whatever way you like to fold your pants or hang up your pants, they should be the same situation as your tops. So, your denims, your darker, sweatpants, your work pants, your casual pants, they should really be by color, style, and how often you wear them. So my front and center are my denim. And now it's going to be towards spring. So I would say now I'm going towards lighter colored pants. So my whites, my camels, all of those lighter colors. And I don't have that many. I may have like 4 pair of light pants, my cargos, whatever. And they'll go in order. So I'll have my white jeans, I'll have my flares, my stick straight ones, and then they'll move towards, an ivory pair of cargo, and then they'll go towards maybe a brown or 2 or camouflage. And I do try to keep my prints with the same color. So if it's a camo and it's an ivory or a khaki camo, it will go towards ivory in between the jean. Does that make sense? You can answer. You can tell me later. So the pants go the same way as the tops. And jeans are tough because everybody has a lot of different jeans. I like to keep my jeans with I organize them by style. So I have all my jeans that are ripped in one pile. So these are all my ripped jeans with holes. So if I know I'm going out at night, I'm going to want a cool grungy pair. But if I'm going to a meeting and I'm going to somebody's house, I want a sleek pair of denim maybe now with a flare, because those are in now, dark, really dark denim with a flare. Those are really in now. So I might want those, to be visible or obvious to me, that I know I'm not going to go outside and wear a ripped pair of jeans where I'm not supposed to be. So, that's how I do my denim. And also light to dark. And we don't need a lot of denim. And I literally go through all my denim all the time and say, I don't like these. I'm only wearing these 5 I love and live in them. And that's it. So that's really the goal there, is to get rid of stuff. Let's see, let's move to slide 3. So the items that so that's organizing your closet. And then once you put the clothes on the floor and you're like, I don't like it, I don't know what to do with it, I don't wear it, it's out, I need someone to tell me what to do. You put it on the floor and you're like, I don't know what to do with it. So the system that I use when I go to someone's house is I just look at it and say, is this worth selling? Is anybody going to want this? And that would include something that doesn't have, rips or stains or, isn't really abused. You guys kind of know what that is. If it's just the sweatshirt that I got kimchi on last week, I'm not selling that, because it's badly stained. But if it's something that, you could possibly, sell, then that would be a separate pile. And I've included my favorite sites to sell, depending on how much work you want to put into it. I have a site that I go to all the time called Depop, and that's on your phone. It's just an app. Basically, you upload your own photos, and you set the price, and people will say, I'll take it. Can you do a discount? And I usually do, like, I will price them accordingly. So we'll say, like, I'll take half off right away of what the retail price is, or that I paid, and then I'll take more off that, so that people will, come to the site and buy it. And I've had a lot of luck, because if you're a good seller, then you can sell your stuff. So that's Depop. The RealReal, Tradesy, and ThreadUp are also good sites. They really take designer stuff. So if you have designer bags, designer clothing, designer anything that's other people want, you can make more money and charge and command a different price. So that's that. And then the third pile, so that's that pile to sell. And then the third pile is to donate. So no one's going to want that ripped t-shirt. So you can donate it to a clothing drive facility that or like sites like stores and sites like Madewell and Reformation will take that item and actually reuse it and recycle it in their plants. So they'll remake denim, they'll remake a sweatshirt, which is great. So there's no reason that anybody should like actually throw out clothing anymore. I mean, I know that used to be like fine, but in our climate now, we have to save the earth, and that's, we don't have to do that. There's plenty of sites that will take your stuff and, reuse them for a future piece of clothing, which is awesome. So that's that. And then, my topic that I like to discuss, and this is really according to everyone's discretion, is now that your closet is edited and you have your 2 piles on the floor, like, is this a time that we want to like shop again? I've been asked that a bunch of times on a number of different places. And I feel like, everybody's going to feel different about it. It's not like, yes, you should, and no, you shouldn't. I mean, I have my opinion on it, and I certainly can help anyone that, wants to know what I think, but, we're all suffering. So, I'm a big fan of just supporting, but like I said, it's just an opinion. But regardless of what your beliefs are, you can shop online, or you can, purchase masks that fashion companies are working on and donating because they're not selling clothes. So you can buy masks from their site, which I just did for my readers because I felt like, this is a time that I want to support others. So people are making masks, these huge factories are doing that now. Or also just, wear your favorite sweatpants that are so comfy and cute and share them with others that you love this brand and, it's so soft and comfortable and you can live in it and cook in it and stay home in it and work in it. And it's great. So, tag the brands. Like if you wear it out, share it on Facebook or Instagram. I do that all the time. I do like swipe ups so the brands can see that I'm supporting them and I love what they're making, whether it's environmentally conscious or great, wear for your buck, great bang for your buck, or just super comfortable. I like to support it that way as well. So I'll also be like, oh yeah, this was amazing. And everyone will ask, what's your favorite sweater brand? And I'll have like my top 10, current favorite sweater brands. And like I said, it could be by price, it could be by comfort, or just what I'm wearing like all the time. And that changes all the time. But, I think in this climate right now, people, it's very mixed on whether people are shopping, should shop. But if you edit your closet and you have nothing to wear, I'll always be here. So yeah, so these are my, that's really how I go into people's closets, and it could take, 5 hours or, 5 sessions. It depends on, how quick you are to do it, to want to do it. It does take desire. And I think that we have nothing to do now. So there's no better time to just look at your closet and say, is this a place that I love and want to come to or not? And then, you can follow my steps. So that's it.
I'm going to unmute everyone. If you have any questions or anything.
Stephanie, that was really, it was so insightful for me because I need closet help. And I think I would be one of those people that came in and I just said, okay, I think we could go through my closet in about 10 minutes.
Oh,
okay, yes, boop, 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 boop. So that's really helpful. And also I just want to say, you said that you fold your sweaters and you hang your jeans, or right? Is that what you said?
I fold my sweaters and I hang my jeans.
Yeah. I do the exact opposite.
Oh. Well, you shouldn't.
I hang my sweaters and fold my jeans.
They'll get
anyway. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions for Stephanie that might be helpful to you with your own closet, or any fashion questions in this environment?
How long do you think we should keep something? Like I've had shirts since I went to college in my that I can't part with. What do you tell people when they don't want to part with something that they don't ever wear?
Oh, well, I made like a collage with like, my favorite t-shirts.
Yeah.
So if you're not crafty, you can send them like all my t-shirts.
That's fun. Okay. Yeah. I have about 850 t-shirts.
Basically,
I have since preschool.
This place makes it into a quilt.
Yeah. I've actually seen
Actually, you can buy a house from Sarah, and then you can go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on that.
Okay, can you give me a list of everything I should have for winter in terms of my feet?
Like what? I couldn't hear you.
Christine, we're having trouble. There's some reverb.
Are you on the computer and the phone?
Yeah, you are. Bad girl.
One moment, please.
Okay, there. Whoop, now we lost her. She's on the computer.
No, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a list. Like I, for some reason, bought 3 pairs of black boots for winter. So do you have like one pair of black, do you have one rain boot? In other words, what shoes should be in your collection? And I'm a minimalist. I don't want to own 20 pairs of shoes. Tell me what I need.
Oh, okay. So first of all, where do you live? Like, do you live in New York? Do you live in,
Right now I live in my house. I'm in New York City, and I'm out in the Hamptons.
Okay.
And
So,
I travel, so I travel as well.
okay, so I own a lot of pair of black boots because I wear them every single day, especially in the winter and the fall. So I don't think that there's like a way of saying this, you can't, you know, you shouldn't wear lace up, you should only wear, you know, rain boots and that's it. It's really, you know, or hunter boots, whatever you have. But I think that that's really, you know, hard to say, like you only want one or two boots because, I mean, you're wearing them for different occasions. I'm assuming you're going out to dinner, you're going to work, and you have weekends that you're wearing your black boots because I know that I live in mine. So I have a pair of like flat lace-up boots, black, for example. These are the ones that I know. I have a pair of black lace-up. I have a pair of you know, black just like slip-on boots, short, and then I have like one long, you know, knee-high boot. So I would say those are three boots that if you don't have them, you should have. And you can send me a photo of your boots that you're referring to at another time, and I can tell you what I think of them. Does that make sense?
Yep, thank you.
Anyone else?
Anyone
Well,
else?
I'll just say this was super helpful. And I think the clothing aspect is, for me, it's very emotional. And I love to shop. And at the moment, I have no desire to shop right now. And I think going forward, I really want to be more careful with my choices because it does affect the environment. And now you learn all, you know, the domino effect of all the shopping and the, so but it's true. It's very emotional right now. And I feel like looking into my closet is a great way to, I don't know, bring some order out of all this chaos. But I also space-wise, I also have to keep, I put away seasonally. So it's a huge thing for me every season. I bring stuff out and then put it in my closet and I pack everything else up. So it's also like a huge task. But this is a great time to do it. So this was very helpful.
I mean, I usually say like, you know, fall, winter, and then spring, summer. I don't usually do 4 seasons anymore.
Yeah, no, mine's just choice. It's enough.
Yeah. So I'll do 2 seasons and I'll be like, oh, did I wear that sarong last summer or
right.
did I use it as a picnic, you know, on the beach? You know, and the thing is that like, you know, when I tell people like things are so versatile, like you could, you know, especially when you're traveling, which we're not doing now, but you can, you know, if you have a cute t-shirt that you love, you can pair it with jeans, you can go out to dinner and you can go to the same, you know, wear the same t-shirt in a meeting and you don't have to pack 25 t-shirts.
Right.
You know, but we're not on that topic of travel.
Someday.
Well, I have a question about packing. I hate packing. I hate it. So I like to travel, but I hate the packing because I think I always overpack because I want to be prepared for everything from rain to sunshine to working out to going out and etc.
Right.
Do you help with that as well? Like how to just do it nice and easy? So
I do. I great business idea about this, but that's coming soon. I think that, you know, when people travel, they want things they can wear, like I said, in a multiple variety of ways. So if you're going on a walk, then you want to be able to throw that on. And then, you know, if you have to change or not change, you don't have time to go back to your hotel room because most people don't. You're just able to like maybe throw on a skirt if you have like 10 minutes that goes with the same t-shirt and throw on a pair of heels and you're done. So I feel like a lot of people need help when it comes to travel. And I pack for people all the time. Like, where are you going? How many days? What's the weather? And then we do it together. I'm going to Jamaica. I just did this woman before this whole coronavirus, but she was going to, you know, a warm weather vacation with her fiance, and she was going for 6 days, and she had like 100 things out. I was like, what's going on? It's like, I don't know. Get it out. I'm like, all right, Monday, Tuesday. And we do this, and literally I take pictures of her in the outfit. And that's all you need to do is like I mean, this is what I do for people. I'm like, put it on, let's take a photo, and Xerox it and hang it up. So when they're packing and they're going out when they're in their hotel, they're like, oh yeah, even if it's like a diary and you need to look at
That's
it,
great.
take a picture of it and be like, oh, day 2, this is what I should wear today. And it's so much easier, and it's so refreshing to not have to worry about it, right?
To think about it. The thought process has already been done, and you've helped them through it.
Right. I mean, it's like, even I get so frustrated. I used to overpack, and my husband would be like, stop it, I can't carry your bag. And even when I did work trips, I would overpack. And then at the end of it, I was like, well, let me just think about this. I wore 1/4 of what I brought. So I think that editing everything out before you leave is hard. But what I do is, like, I pack, I pretend to pack, lay it out, and then every day or whatever, 3 days before, I'll be like, I don't need this, I don't need this. And then another day, I don't need this, I don't need this. So it really depends on your method. But that's what I do for people,
I have another question. Is
Yes.
that all right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about, in my closet, I have clothes that are one size bigger and one size smaller, and I don't want to get rid of my smaller size because I want to get into my smaller size. So what do you do? You just get rid of it because
Yeah, I don't have dream clothes. I used to have like dream clothes, like, oh, when I, but that doesn't, we're supposed, this is the whole thing about the living in the present, is like, this is what we have now. This is our closet now. This is our life now. I don't know what I'm going to be, where I'm going to live, and how I'm going to feel in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to hold on to something that doesn't make me feel good now. So that's how I tell people, like, I don't, just get rid of it, because there's always going to be another t-shirt. There's always going to be another sweater. There's always going to be even a better pair of jeans,
Yeah.
So I stopped holding on to stuff, I would say, like, when I started doing this for people. So I was like, I don't need this either. And I would just want to preach what I, say what I preach.
What's funny, Steph, is I have 2 pairs of pants in my closet that I keep purposefully, because I remember when I couldn't fit in them, or I used to fit in them, then I couldn't fit in them, and I keep them as a gauge to see how I'm doing. How I'm doing with my weight, because it's always been a difficult situation for me. So I have this one pair that I have from college. They're these beautiful wide leg J. Crew linen pants, very, very Lauren Bacall, and I love them. I don't wear them. I mean, I don't. I keep them because it's my
gauge.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think
It's
one
a different story.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill you, but at some point, if that's, if you're not wearing them, then
I know.
I'm
going to keep them though. I'm going to keep those.
One pair is okay.
They're a good barometer.
Well, I guess so. But if they don't like give at all, like, I don't know. I had a pair of pants that I was like, oh, they don't give at all. So if I ate some popcorn, it was like, well, there goes those. You don't want to make yourself feel bad. That's why.
I know. It's true.
I mean, that's not the point of this. The point is to go into your closet and feel good. And then when you do, drop 2 pounds if you decide to, or you do.
And then you get something new.
I mean,
treat yourself, right?
I don't know.
You treat yourself.
That could be your treat. I just
agree.
want to show you, like, even in my minimal closet here, I'll just show you guys quickly. It's not great, but it's kind of what I was describing. Is this kind of like the way that I organize even my little closet here. So it's just by ivories, colors, and it goes to like the thick stuff, the t-shirts, and then the pants are hung up, even my little sweats.
Is that really all you have?
Well, with me now, because I'm here, temporarily, but yes.
Temporary housing.
And then the black stuff is in the back because, you know, I'm trying to wear the lighter stuff, even though it hasn't been that nice out. But I will gravitate towards that way of you know, of organizing my closet. But that's just an example I just wanted to show you guys of how I keep mine at home. It's, you know, triple the size, but that's how I organize it at home. Just more, you know, it's just so I feel good. And I know that each one of those shirts I really like. In fact, one of them has a stain, so I was like, oh, well, I'm also creative, so I'll tie-dye it, you know?
I like that.
You know?
That's really great.
So.
Well, Stephanie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If anyone else has questions for Stephanie, you know, we recorded this, so we'll pass this along, and I'll gladly give her information. And Stephanie, you want to say what your handle is and all that?
My handle is NY Fashion Hunter, and I do house calls. I do Zoom.
Okay.
Zoom. Right now, you're Zooming.
I'm Zooming. And I love doing it because I really feel like everyone feels so much better when I leave. And it makes me feel so good that I can help people. Because I just do this like it's natural. I'm like, I don't like this, and I throw it out. But a lot of people, it's not natural to a lot of people. So I feel like if I can give that to people, then I'm so happy, you know, because I love when someone feels good, and going into your closet every day is something, it's a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we want to be able to be happy. We want to be able to, you know, walk in and be like, oh, you know, I can't wait to wear this outfit. And most of us don't feel that way. So if I can make, you know, one person enjoy one item in their wardrobe that because they can wear it like 10 different ways, then I'm psyched, you know? So that's what I do. And I hope that I was able to share at least one tip that you can take home with you today.
Thank you. You definitely
Thank you.
did.
Thank you so much.
Anything else, just, you know, find me on Instagram or Facebook, or my blog is New York Fashion Hunter, and just send me a message right there. I, you know, check my messages all the time. So.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for doing this today. It was a real pleasure. It's always good to see you.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Joining everybody.
Bye.
Be safe.
All right. Yes, be safe.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, Sarah. Thank you for organizing.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
Picante. Great to see you.
Bye,
Bye,
Sarah.
Diana.
Bye. Thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, shit.